Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today is another episode in my collab series with my girl Anya Stamper called Inspired By. If you're new to my channel, welcome, or if you're new to this series, my friend Anya Stamper and I every month pick one person who inspires the both of us, and we recreate or take inspiration from a look that this very special creator has made. It's all about lifting up each other in this YouTube beauty community versus tearing each other down. It's about being united with each other, whether you're a big or a small creator or a micro creator in my case. And so every month we do this and it's a lot of fun. And this month our very special inspiring person is Lisa Lobotomy. Of course I will have all of her information linked down below along with the video that I took inspiration from. And she is Swedish. Somehow I have a thing for Swedish and Canadian YouTubers. They're just my favorite. So nice. So interesting and almost soothing to listen to. But Lisa, she does a lot of things on her channel. She does 3 looks, 1 palette, first impressions, palette bingos, all kinds of fun videos. So you simply must check her out. But the look that I'm doing inspired by Lisa Lobotomy today was from her first impression with the one of the Kaleidos cosmetic palettes that came out recently. I will put the name on the screen. If we can't tell by the baggage here, I'm very tired today. Had a sleepover with my bestie Jess last night. Totally worth it. Not a lot of sleeping did happen though, so we're just gonna get into this, have fun, and here we go. So I've pulled 3 palettes today that I think will help me to create this look. I do want to create kind of a softer version of this. Famous last words for me. I don't know the meaning of soft apparently anymore, but I am going to try and create something similar to this, but hopefully a little softer and more my aesthetic and how I'm feeling today, just my mood in general. So the first palette I'm going to the first palette that I'm going to get into here is the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette. The first shade I'm going to go into is this shade right here, which is Labyrinth. It's a little bit more of a cool tone transition shade, similar to the one in the palette because it does kind of have a rosy quality to it. Anyways, I'm just living my best life right now on YouTube, just enjoying myself. You know, if you saw my Monday video, I'll link it up in the cards in case you didn't, but if you saw my Monday video, I've kind of let go of project panning for the time being, and I have 0 against project panning. I love watching project panning videos. I just don't currently feel like doing it, like, officially. I talked about, you know, I generally unofficially panning certain products, and for me, right now, I just want to use what I want to use, and I don't feel the need to put things into projects that I'm sort of unofficially working on anyways, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of feeling freed by that. I'm like, damn, I could just use whatever I want. Next shade is this shade right here called Silk Street. Yes, Silk Street. And this is like, it looks sort of aubergine in the palette, but it's actually more berry than one would assume. And I'm going to try and keep this, like the bulk of the pigment, pretty low in the socket. Again, famous last words. And I will, of course, start this in the outer V where I want to lay down the most pigment and then start buffing it into the crease. Going for another halo eye today. Holler if you hear me. I am not good at halo eyes at all. I just don't think I've discovered the right shape of a halo eye for myself. So, you know, practice makes perfect. Except for with liquid liner and lashes, for me. Okay, so the next palette I'm going to go into is the Born to Run palette, and the shade I'm going to The shade I'm going to use is this shade right here, Wild Heart. I'm just going to place that on the outer and inner corners, and I'm just going to pack this on. It is, you know, slightly shimmery, but not metallic or anything like that. So I think it's going to still work beautifully. And I don't know, I think it's pretty straightforward to what Lisa did in her video. I'm pretty sure she used every shade in the palette, which was cool, and so she did use a black and stuff like that. But like I said, I kind of wanted to keep it a little bitter.
Woo! English.
I wanted to keep this a little bit softer, just based on how I'm feeling today. And I love this color combination. That's, I mean, if you go, I highly recommend you check out Lisa Lobotomy's Instagram, which I think is just Lisa Lobotomy, but I'll have that on the screen here for you. But I highly recommend you check out her Instagram because she has a real knack for color combos. Like, she just does really interesting color combos that work, and this is one of them. I think what I need to do with the halo eye thing is just slow down and look at my actual eye and see what works the best or looks the best or the most natural to me. I mean, this is my journey in beauty after all, so I think it's just kind of nice to try different things and master them, you know. About deepening it up just a touch, specifically in the outer V with this shade right here, which is Hell Ride. On a teeny tiny blender, and just tap this. Yeah, just tiny bit of depth here on the outer V, but keeping it to the outside. I think I don't need any darkness added to the inside for my eyes. I could be wrong. Halo eye suggestions are always welcome in the comments. Now, the shade that Lisa has on her lid is the one that looks turquoise in the palette, but it really seems to have some sort of a purple, lavendery purple, something like that shift to it. And I don't have a shade, to my knowledge, exactly like that, so I'm gonna have to create that look, or that look today, and you know, I'm fine with that. So to do that, I'm gonna go into my Urban Decay Elements palette. I got this for my birthday. I think I got a decent positioning on the halo today. We'll find out. The first shade that I'm going to apply for the halo is this shade called Heavy Water. And I'm just going to pack this on the lid, trying to keep it within this area that I've cut out for myself. And this is definitely not as pretty as the Kaleidos Cosmetics palette that Lisa was using in her video. I'm pretty happy with that. I actually think the positioning on that's pretty good, so I'm going to try and keep it that way on the other side. I cannot wait to see which look Anya does. Definitely check her video out and tell her that I sent you if you're not from her channel already. We never know ahead of time what the other person is going to do for the look, so it's always fun. While you guys are watching my video, I'll be watching Anya's video as always, because I just so look forward to seeing the look that she picks. I think before we put the top shade on, I'm going to go back in with Wild Heart from the Born to Run palette and just tap over the edges of the teal, just to make sure we have a blend, to make sure the positioning is right. How about that? I might have actually finally done a halo eye. I know a lot of people didn't love the Born to Run palette, but I like it a lot. It's not necessarily a summer palette for me, but I'm digging. I cannot wait to use this palette for fall. Not for sure how I want to best apply the next shade, but it is this purple duochrome right here called Ego in the Elements palette. I think probably the best way to go about it will be my phalange. Let's try. I'm going to take the pinky just because I'll have a lot of lid space to work with here. Look at that. Thanks for the inspiration, Lisa. Not that you're probably watching this. We're going to go into the BH Weekend Festival palette. This is one of the eyeshadow palettes in my Shop My Stash for summer. I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Spirit. And this is a white silvery shade with a blue-purple shift to it. And I'm going to see if I can just pack that right on the center of the halo and just brighten things up a little bit. This is definitely one of my favorite duochromes in my collection. Probably could benefit from spraying, but I try not to spray my shadows as much as possible. I legitimately have aging eyelids. They have more and more texture all the time, and I just find that when I spray my shimmers, I just end up with this crusty, especially depending on the formula. So we need to do a lower lash line and an inner corner. So for the lower lash line, I'm just going to be very simple and go in with Hell Ride right up against the lash line with a flat definer brush. I feel like this could go awry really quickly if I get too crazy with the lower lash line. Now I'm using all kinds of palettes today. This is actually one that I've never used. This is the Suga Beauty Protégé palette. I got this in a boxy charm or something, but I felt like this highlighter shade down here, which is called Theory, was really, really close to what Lisa used on her inner corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I always like to buff up a little bit as I did do my inner corner. That is gorgeous. As always, I will have close-ups at toward the end of the video, so you guys can see the finished look in good lighting, so on and so forth. The eye baggage is real today. I feel like why not a little tiny shimmer on the brow bone? Just because my brows look like garbage right now. I need to sit down and have me a long tweezing session. So this is what we're looking like. I'm pretty excited about it. I think I'll be more excited when I come back with liner and mascara and we will pick a lip. There's only one lipstick I could use for this look, and some of you may have seen it before if you've been around on my channel for a while. It is the MAC lipstick from their Frost line. That was a tongue twister. And the shade is called On and On. It's a very sheer berry shade, but it has a turquoise reflect. I've used a lot of this. So, I don't know, I just automatically think of this when I think of a turquoise look, but especially with this berry leaning plum shade on the outer part of the halo, this is the only one. So, ta-da! What do we think? Did I do Lisa proud? I hope that I did, and if she's watching this, thank you so much, Lisa, for your inspiring looks always over on Instagram. Thank you to my girl Anya for another collaboration in our Inspired By series. I actually feel like this is probably the most successful halo eye I've had so far. Let me know what you think of the shape. Should I bring the darker colors in, advice. So there it is. I thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. It's always appreciated. and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely inspired makeup days, and I will see you in my next video.